here with Alex Greenwood, club captain of Manchester City. We're here to preview the UEFA Women's Champions League game tomorrow against Barcelona. We will start with questions from the back. Anton?
Hi Alex, nice to see you.
Hello.
Look, Manchester City in the Champions League, just how does it feel after such a long wait?
Exciting. Looking forward to tomorrow. I think we're in a competition where we belong to be in. Obviously, the last couple of years, we've missed out and been really frustrated by that. But we've worked really hard to be in this position, and I think we're all really looking forward to tomorrow.
After so long, is this playing against the champions? Is this a chance to just show how good your team is?
Yeah, absolutely. They're the champions for a reason, and we'll massively respect Barcelona tomorrow. But for us, it's the same as always. We'll respect our opponent, but we'll try and bring our game to the game and oppose ourselves on them.
You've been there, you've won this. This competition. What is the difference between going there and winning domestically and winning this?
I think for me, it's probably it's a pinnacle to win the Champions League. There's not really that comes close to doing that. It's a tournament that you want to be a part of, but to win it's another level.
Thanks, Anton. Joe?
Hi, Alex. Good to see you. I know you're going to say that every game is important as the next one, but when you see Barcelona and you're playing them in the Champions League, particularly the home fixture, is that the one that you circle in the calendar as the most exciting fixture potentially of the season?
Well, it's the one that's the closest to my mind right now. So yeah, the one I'm most excited about. I think saying it itself, having Barcelona here at the Joy Stadium against Manchester City is a game most people would circle and say they're excited about. So the same for the players, same for me, the staff, the club. We're really looking forward to tomorrow, prepared as always, like we do for every game. But it's going to be a great occasion.
Barcelona, obviously the defending champions. Would it be fair to call them the best women's team in the world right now?
Yeah, I'd say so. No hesitation in that answer. I think they speak for themselves. They've been dominant in both their league and in Europe over the last couple of years. I think they're individually and collectively a top team. I'm so excited to test myself, and as a team we're excited to test ourselves against the best. That's what football's about.
It's obviously been a while since City have played in the Champions League. If at any point this week you had to speak to any of the younger members of the team just to talk them through what to expect?
A little bit here and there, but not so much, because the conversation just becomes natural anyway. For some, it's the first time. For others, it's been there, done that, and another game. But I think when you sign for this football club anyway, it's that expectation that comes with it of playing in Champions League and playing to win. So I think they've settled in anyway with that mentality. But it's been healthy conversation and more excitement than anything.
And final one from me, with it being Barcelona, was there a little bit of disappointment in the squad that it's not being held at the Etihad, or are you happy that the game's been playing here?
Oh no, this is our home. The Joy Stadium's our home. I think our fans love it here. We love playing here, and there's nothing better than a sold-out Joy Stadium, which we'll get to see tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hi, Alex. I know that every game you have to be 100% focused, but when you face a team like Barcelona, is it more mentally than tactically or anything else?
No, I think it's a little bit of everything. Mentally, of course, because they've got some players who individually are some of the best in the world. So we have to stay switched on to what they're good at. But I think we're very organised anyway. We're prepared for a lot of scenarios that could happen. Obviously, I'm in the back line, so for me to communicate is important. But I think this game is going to be both with and without the ball. Is to stay switched on for 90 minutes.
You just accepted that Barcelona are the best team in the world. How is it to face the best player in the world on Aitana?
I can't wait. I think there's nothing like playing against the best to test yourself personally, but as a team. And what better way to do that against Barcelona tomorrow?
And last one on me. How do you see this club prepared to come back to this competition? And this is probably the best or worst opponent possible to start with.
fully prepared. I think it's not been a case of being prepared just from the season ending last season to now. It's been over a couple of years. Of course, like I said before, we've had a little bit of disappointment with not qualifying or not quite making it out of the qualification stages, but it's been a process that we've been, myself, the club, etc., everyone behind the scenes have been working towards, and I think we're in a really good place now as a squad. The squad depth, the players we've got with the experience to go and compete in this competition.
Any more questions? Charlotte?
Hi, Alex. I just wondered if you'd spoken to Kira or Elliot, who I know good friends who are in Barcelona at the moment. Have you had any conversation before the game tomorrow?
Yeah, but absolutely nothing about football, actually. I speak to Ellie every day. Every day. She's one of my best friends anyway, so I obviously speak to her about how she is in general. Kira the same. Honestly, if you go back through our chat history, I think absolutely nothing about football.
And you mentioned Kira there, you've played with her at City and England. What makes her such a key component of a team?
I mean, I could speak about Kira all day. I think she's an incredible footballer. I've been lucky enough to play with her here at City. I get to play with her at England. What she does off the ball, on the ball, she's so intelligent as a player, and I think she's improved since she's moved. I think off the ball definitely, and she's now added goals and assists. Hopefully not tomorrow to a game, but yeah, I think she's a top player, and I have so much respect for her.
And for you as captain leading out your team, how have you found the joys of leading your team, but also perhaps the challenges? Can you explain a bit how this season, the start of this season is?
Je suis Usain Bolt et j'aime quand c'est rapide. Et maintenant, c'est plus rapide que jamais. Plus rapide.
Has gone for you as a captain?
I mean, so far so good. It's, I suppose, when you're winning, things are nice and easy, I suppose. But for me, not really much has changed. I'm the same person I was last season as I am today. I think obviously different responsibilities, but I'm really fortunate that I've got people around me and the staff, the club, the players, and even away from the pitch who support me in this role. We have a leadership group who are also so important within that. So that for me has been, that transition's been really easy, actually. So again, I don't really change. I hope that my leadership qualities come more on the pitch. But off the pitch as well, it's just reminders of expectations of each other and about winning.
Thanks, Alex. Enjoy tomorrow.
Any more questions from the floor? We'll go to Zoom now. Megan Humphreys.
Hi Alex, nice to see you. Just a quick one from me. I just wanted to find out sort of how much your unbeaten run in the WSL sort of helped instill confidence going into that first game of the tournament tomorrow.
Yeah, I think winning games in general breeds confidence. After Sunday and the weekend before, and actually the Champions League game, we have a lot of confidence right now. Training's been really good, really high standard. Everyone's played a part in all of them games as well. So at the minute, the confidence is really high, yeah.
Of course, and what is there in particular that you've sort of noticed about Barcelona? Obviously, you've already mentioned they're one of the best teams in the world, but, you know, in preparation for that and looking at them tactically, what stands out to you that they're really great at?
I guess their mentality to win is evident. Their style of play, I think, you know, if you look at both teams, I think we're probably similar in that extent to the way we want to play, with the ball, without the ball. We have very, very similarities, but within that we have differences as well. I think confidence in the team's massive because they've won a lot of football matches and they've been champions, you know, back to back. So again, like I said, I'm giving them a lot of respect because they deserve it. But for us, we're fully prepared for tomorrow. We're focused on winning the game, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Amazing. Thanks. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to Tom Gary next.
Hi, Alex. Nice to speak to you. I'm just wondering, firstly, how much you remember of the second leg of the quarter-final 3 years ago when you played Barcelona. You won the game in 90 minutes, of course, but lost the tie. I think it's only you and Chloe Kelly, who are still in the squad from the starting lineup. So it's a much changed Man City team. I'm just wondering maybe whether you kind of have any, strong memories of that tie that you kind of try and bring into action tomorrow night. Anything you can use from that experience?
I don't remember it clearly, but I do remember the game. I actually thought we played really well in that game and probably second half of that away leg. But you've just said it yourself. Our team's changed so much since that game over the last 3 years that I think we maybe look a little bit different now. I'm probably mentioned again a few times here, but a lot more prepared.
And so I suppose having been out of Europe since then, maybe put into words for us how much desire and fuel that's given the team to do well in this campaign, having waited for so long for the chance to get back in the groups.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's nothing worse than going home on Wednesday, Thursday and putting the games on and watching and knowing that we should be in this competition. It's been frustrating for sure, but also I think it's been really good preparation for us to be ready for this competition. But yeah, I keep saying and using that word, but I think the team's ready now to compete in this competition, and that starts tomorrow.
Thank you. I'm just going to ask one more question, Alex. I know one of the people in the room already asked you a question about facing Alexia Putellas, but I wondered as a defender what you've made of the Poland striker Ivan Pajor's start at Barcelona, a similar transfer for them, and I think the top scorer already in the Spanish league. As a defender, what have you made of the threat she's brought since joining them, and maybe is that another player to be wary of?
Yeah, herself and many others. I think, they're a team who have a lot of quality in the top end of the pitch. I think not just here, but there's other players I can mention as well. I do my homework on a lot of attackers, not just for Barcelona, but most teams I come up against. So, like I said, we're prepared. I'm prepared, and I'm looking forward to the challenge tomorrow.
Thanks, Alex. Good luck.
Thank you, Tom. We'll go to Dan Pentland next.
Alex, hope you're well. Just off the back of Tom's first question there about the game 3.5 years ago, how do you feel the team's kind of developed when you go into kind of how things maybe change in the dressing room, on the pitch? Do you feel like you're kind of better equipped to take on Barcelona now, 3.5 years on?
I think the team's more or less, apart from, like Tom said, me and Chloe, completely different. With a lot more experience. I think our staff, our managers, 3 years more experience with us as a team. We've played that system for 3 years more longer. So yeah, I think personally, I haven't been here since then to now. I do think we look a lot different in loads of ways. The way we play, even things away from the pitch look completely different in a really positive way.
So Alex, that's great. Best of luck. Thank you.
Thanks, Sam. We'll go to Kit Shepherd next.
Hi Alex, nice to see you. We've had one or two kind of high-profile Barcelona and Spanish players come out over the past few months and say how strong they feel the Women's Super League is in comparison to the Spanish League, and almost that they wish that the Spanish League could be as strong, essentially. Like when you hear stuff like that, does that make you think there is any sort of vulnerability at all with this Barcelona team, or is that kind of being too hasty because they are, as we said, still European champions?
No, to be honest, when I hear that, I don't think about their vulnerability at all. I think it's more hearing that's probably a little bit disappointing, because I know the investment that we get in our country to improve our game is fully back now, and obviously still got things we can improve of, but we're trying and we're getting there. If anything, I probably want to support them in that, because as a player, a female player myself, I want the game to grow, not just in this country, but everywhere around the world. And I have seen and heard, I've never played in Spain, so I can't speak for myself, but I think the more that these players speak about that, the more it needs to be heard, because, Spain always produce such good youngsters. And I think the minute you stand still, someone catches up with you. So I think they're just maybe saying it because they don't want that to happen. And again, like I said, as a fellow player, we don't want the game to stand still in any country.
Well said. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Kate. Any more questions from Zoom? No, thank you, everyone.
Thanks.